Hey Dennis, how you doing? Hey Larry, what's going on? Thought I'd check in a little bit. How's your day going? Hey sweet baby. Hey Pam, hi. Hey Jay, what's going on? A little reading. Had a coffee. All packed up, ready to go to Detroit. Hey Michael, how you doing? Had an overcast day here today. Glad I went and drove around yesterday. Yeah, that's why I took advantage of yesterday. I didn't really feel like doing that, but I thought, well, it's going to probably my last shot at up north color. I'm going to hit the road probably tomorrow. If I'd have known it wasn't raining down there right now, I'd be down there now, but I believe the weather forecast. Hey Giselle, how you doing? You know, it's a gamble at best, but if I'm down there, trying to hand out things and get interviews, it just doesn't make any sense to be there in the daytime when it's raining. I'm trying to line up experiencing working in a all-night gas station in a high crime area of Detroit. I think it'd be interesting to see what it's like working behind a 2-inch plexiglass partition for a shift, see what goes on. Got old Daisy ready to go. Oh yeah, I will, Giselle. Tornadoes, no kidding. Wow. I'd rather go through a hurricane than a tornado. I've missed those about five times in my life. I've been there early or got there late. Just missed them. 2 F5s. Been lucky. It's actually warmer than it would normally be without the sun out today. Kind of, in a way, a nice day. If the sun's not shining on the leaves that are turning colors, it's just, it really isn't that impressive. You got to have the sun out. I've been looking at different time-lapse cameras. There's a new one out that has like really crazy times for time-lapse. The GoPro's nice. I had one before, but we never got any of the great ice storms that they thought we were going to get, so I never really used it and gave it to a buddy of mine, it's a news maker. I've been looking at it again, but the problems with the GoPros is the battery life is so limited. I'd like to do some winter time-lapse photography, some stuff down in Detroit. A camera that I could leave out for a day and night. See, we got a pretty strong wind coming in out of the east. These record level lake levels have really wreaked havoc on the beaches. Well, the damn GoPro, the power bank, it overheats. That's a real downside to GoPro. There's a new one, Aridus 200. It's out of a company in Taiwan. There's a place out of Minneapolis that's marketing them. I've talked to them. You can get like 40 days sometimes on a time lapse. Now, I would be hard pressed to find anything near that, even with lithium batteries during the winter. I want to set these time lapse up for bad weather storms, Lake Michigan, stuff like that. And I really just can't find the proper camera. Yeah, that's the thing. I actually had an external power bank for a GoPro before, but those damn things get so hot when they continue to run. Now, video, of course, that's what it'd be, but even time-lapse, it didn't work as good as you think it would, where this new one seems to last forever, except it hasn't been out that long, so I haven't really read any reviews where someone had it in the field to do what I plan on doing with it. I mean, I think time-lapse photography is good for certain settings like winter storms, maybe fog. Oh, that's cool, Giselle. Yeah, I haven't lived in Flat Rock in a long time. I lived there like in '77, but I went to high school there and the whole bit. Trip up north was good. Yeah, trip up north is good. I went from West Branch to Leelanau Peninsula, cut down through Interlaken, and then came back home. It was about 210 miles. Beautiful area. That whole section of the state from Leelanau down to Interlaken is really exceptional. Hey, Red Raider, how you doing? I mean, there's what I've noticed. This is just my opinion, but where you get into the real striking colors, where it's really impressive, is the area where you have higher ground and more hardwoods: hickory, oak, walnut. World famous. It's Google it. It's actually brown trout. Believe it or not, brown trout. There are people there. You can't get a hotel there in the summertime from all over the world that come there to fish brown trout, catch and release. Yeah, it looks just like any old clear, fast-moving river in Michigan, but the Au Sable, people have been going there for, geez, over 100 years. It's world-class trout fishing. I know it seems crazy, but it's true. Yeah, if you Google it, you'll find out what I mean. Yeah, the national forests, I mean, like we've got Huron and Manistee. Honestly, I mean, those, to me, this is just my opinion, it's kind of like interior Alaska. They're just really kind of unremarkable. If you like a lot of fir and pine and green and no leaves, they're cool. If you want to just camp and make a fire and just stare at just plain green trees, I mean, there's really nothing going on in those parks. They're like super boring. I think Arcadia Park in Maine's the same way. I went all the way up there for a week, and it's like, you gotta be shitting me. I drove all the way here for this. Even Mount McKinley in Alaska, interior, it's just not that great. And even Hartwick Pines, which is like giant pine trees that have been around forever in Michigan, that state park, it's pine trees. I mean, no matter how big around or tall they grow, it's still pine trees. It's impressive to see how big they are. But it isn't like beautiful, like where you get huge areas of aspens, let's say in Denver, Colorado, this time of the year. You know, really striking color. To me, you can't beat a maple tree as the leaves start to change. And down like around here where you see where I'm at right now, it's basically just, you know, this is kind of a swampy area from West Branch heading all the way down to Bay City. People don't realize, but if you look at the elevations of Bay City going north, you're constantly going uphill all the way to Gaylord. If you notice in the summertime when people, even though it's a very slight grade, people going northbound pulling these big ass trailers loaded up with stuff, those are the ones you see overheated on the side of the road. When you look at the southbound lanes, you don't see it as much because they're going downhill. But even a slight grade like that, you're going uphill from Bay City on, and it's very noticeable depending on what you're using. It's like density altitude in an airplane. Oh, El Paso, Texas, yeah. Yeah, Texas is cool. I couldn't stand that heat. Hey, Ann, how you doing? I couldn't stand that hot out there like that. Same with Las Vegas. I got friends. I've been out there in the summer before, and you'd have to be a damn scorpion to want to live out there. They don't even go and check their mail until the night. Forget that. Even Florida, I don't like that hot weather. Today I'm just going to finish up some paperwork. I got a couple hours of photography reading I'm going to do. I'm already packed up to go to Detroit. Watch Monday Night Football, take Daisy for a walk, deep fry some scallops. Easy day. Yeah, I believe that, Donald. Yep. Yeah. Just thinking out here, these big tall signs, most places have disallowed those for future. You're not seeing these big giant signs. They're actually expensive to maintain. You have to have a company come and change the bulbs. I don't think Ponderosa's is lit up. I think they have lights from the ground shine on it. That place keeps going in and out of business. Yeah, that's why I'm not. I don't care. I know it's going to rain out here today. Rain Detroit as well. Hey, Tweety, how you doing? Finding any good cruise deals? Yeah, do you work down in Mexico, Dennis? Oh, okay. That's cool. You get pretty hard to get a cruise out of Seattle in the winter, isn't it? Yeah, my cell really isn't that hot right now. I got my external battery in. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, it came back. Yep, mine went out. I think it's a YouTube glitch. It could be an overheated camera, but I'm not getting a signal for that. It's shaky, man. You never know. That's why I don't want to do original interviews on a live chat. Too much of a chance of losing them and not having a permanent copy. Yeah, I'm going to go down there tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be down there for a couple days probably. Yep. Takes me about 2.5 hours to get down there. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting video. Yep, sure was. It just it goes to show you don't know who to believe. I mean, but that's kind of the nature of the work, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're looking for the pinnacle honesty, probably ought to look someplace else. Yeah, Sarah's a pretty girl. It's unfortunate how her life turned out. I mean, really, Kelly brings up more than once. You can notice there's some tension when I've interviewed her in the past. I didn't really want to interview Kelly, to tell you the truth. It's always a downer, and she's kind of accusing me of this and that. So I think my days with Kelly are pretty much over. I mean, she talks about exploiting and making money off people. She ought to look in the mirror. Actually, it's about 55 degrees, overcast. It's probably just maybe a 500-foot cloud deck. Be a great day to practice instrument approaches. I bet you get up on top of this and it's beautiful. Hey, Okie Graham, how you doing? How's it going? Hey, Tweety, you're not getting any cruises going anywhere out of Seattle in the winter, are you? Isn't that pretty much a summer deal and all going to Alaska? Oh, did you, Susie? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know some people that are flight attendants. Anybody I ever know did it. It took forever to make a decent wage. Oh, okay. Hey, Susie. Oh, repositioning trips, huh? That'd be kind of cool. You know, you look at the distance from like Seattle to Hawaii, it's just crazy. You could like carry enough fuel to make it that far. I mean, there's a lot of miles between land and Hawaii. Just out in the middle of nowhere. You ever watch some of these videos, these guys, where they do this winter sailing in the North Sea? You'd have a death wish. I can't imagine being in a sailboat on the North Sea like this time of year. Oh wow, Tweety. How'd you like that? Did you have a good time there? Yeah, I pay them all, Chandlers. Yeah, I pay them all. Yep. Hey, Benny, how you doing? Yeah, there'll be people that'll make comments. I heard you rustling in your pocket. You paid them, like it's some big mystery that no one else has caught. Oh, that's cool. Where were you doing that at, Okie Graham? Where were you fall sailing at? Just taking it easy today, Benny. I never really had an interest in sailing. I don't know why. Yeah, I went to Maui one time for a couple weeks. Once was enough for me. Yeah, I'm feeling better finally. I didn't feel good for quite a while. I don't know what the hell I had. Flu or something? Oh, that's cool. Okie, ever experienced any of those tornadoes out there? I think it'd be good to have a GoPro set up when a tornado came through. It'd be fun. Oh, no kidding, yeah. I mean, in a way, it's exciting. On the other hand, you stand to get a chance to get killed. What do you have, a basement in your house, or where do you go when a big giant tornado's barreling your way? Do you go someplace? Oh, good, Benny. The safe room, is that underground, Okie? Oh, it's solid rock. Oh, okay. What is a safe room? No windows, or you got a shutter on them, or you put a motorcycle helmet and a bulletproof vest on? What does that entail, a safe room? A couple emergency flashlights? Oh, in the garage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, like experiencing one, but. Oh, made of steel. Okay. Now, have you been able to see examples of the same kind of safe room you have and how they weathered a tornado? How it worked out? Hey, how you doing? Bag safe. Okay. Yeah, I just I just got that. Everybody was telling me, my stuff's pretty amateurish. Uh, so, but it got to, but when I'm on Michigan Avenue and down on 4th Street where I interview the women, the ambient noise is just so loud. Even when it's not that busy, it's weird. It's so loud down there. So people are always telling me to get an external mic, and I just never got around to do it. When I got this new camera, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get an external mic. So I got that Rode Pro Plus. I got the Rode, it was $300. and you get what's called a dead cat, that hairy looking thing that you stick over it. So when I use the max setting with the dead cat on top of it, it's worth every dime. Actually, it sucks paying $300 for a mic, but I leave it on there all the time. It works so well. Oh, that's cool. A safe room. Yeah, it's the Pro Mic Plus. It's been out about 8 months, a year. It's worth it though. You know, if you're going to do video, especially like if you were on a cruise ship or something, it kills all the wind noise. Actually, that video that I did yesterday, I had my windows open. And I don't really have the settings down like I should have, but it's the way to go. Yeah, it's safe room. So does that safe room, do you just have peepholes in there or something for oxygen? Is there something you can look out and see what's going on, or not really? You know, if you think about it though, my camera and mic now is, I paid $1,600 for that Canon HFG30, and that was like 5 years ago, and that was no external mic. I paid like $8.25 for this Sony AX53, and then the mic was $300, so I'm still way below what I paid 5 years ago, and it works better. Yeah, no, that thing they call the dead cat, which is like a hairy thing you see over microphones, it really matters. That's why, I mean, when you're sailing like that, unless you're trying to get conversation, you're better off probably just muting it and putting music over it. Oh, hey Greg, how you doing? Oh, gotcha, Okie. Yeah, I mean, camera settings suck. I mean, unless you're a techie and you really love that stuff, which I don't, I gotta struggle to read my manuals on any of that kind of electronic stuff. You wanna really have to study up to do something. Try a GoPro. It's a pain in the ass. That is so opposite from just turning it on and getting these killer time-lapse movies. Oh, did you, Susie? Yeah. But I would say that the microphone that I bought was worth every dime. Yeah, Hawaii, that'd be cool. I think I'd go crazy living there, though. See, so here it's starting to rain right now. Tweety, which GoPro do you have? Oh, okay, Sarah, yeah, we're about ready to get it down. Hey, Razaminchen, how are you? Micken? Oh, a Hero 5 Black. Now, would you say you've turned down any videos that you're really happy about? Do you think it's worth it or not really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Benny, that's it, isn't it? You got that old cliche over there as well, huh? Yeah, that's what happens when I come into Tim Hortons in the morning. They always say, well, what do you want, extra large black? I said, that's what you want. That's not what I want. Yeah, thanks, John. Feeling better. Yep, I am. Yep. Hope we get some nice. We had a pretty good fall, I think. I felt like shit for about 2 weeks. Honest to God, I didn't feel that great through August and September, to be honest with you. You know, I take that Remeron, that mirtazapam, like a 7.5 milligrams at night. I haven't taken anything for about 10 days. And I'm wondering, even at that low dose, if I had that serotonin syndrome. Okay, Susie, have a good day. Yep. Yeah, it's from too much serotonin. I fit the symptoms. But you know, when you're feeling shitty, that fits a lot of symptoms for a lot of things. I mean, everything practically. It's not like there's one thing that sticks out and you can make a definitive diagnosis. Yeah, you know, I don't like the way. That's why I come to this Tim Hortons. I don't like the way McDonald's are set up inside, especially with the new remodel. It's just bright, plastically, cheesy-looking shit. The tables are all real low, like handicap tables. The stools don't move on the counter. It's just too bright. You can't like get lost anywhere. I mean, it sounds like like a bad thing to do, but I've made clear to some people that run into me here. It's like, hey, look, I don't want to seem like a dick, but you know, like I'm a super loner guy. I'm doing something right now, and I really don't have time to talk. Because people will come up, they'll see you reading a paper, writing notes, doing a book, come up and start talking, and say, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but I got to get this done. And then they see me on this chat for 45 minutes, so they probably think I'm a big jerk. Nah, Tweety, believe it or not, it's like one of those things that people dream up in their mind that's not accurate at all. When you're in an abandoned building, particularly the ones that I've been in, first of all, there's nothing left to steal. It's all gone already. Secondly, the rooms are so large, it's not a good place for a homeless person to be there. You got 80-foot ceilings. You freeze your ass off. Thirdly, there's nothing to eat because nobody's there, so there's no rats. Actually, I find abandoned buildings really, it's like exciting. You can hear a pin drop. You could hear anybody sneaking up on you. I ran into some rappers one time doing a video. It's beautiful in those abandoned buildings. There's nothing to be scared about. I always park about a mile away from going into the building because that's the big dead giveaway if the cops are driving by or somebody wants to come in there and rob you. So nobody ever knows I'm there. I scope out my place the day before in the daylight, leave Daisy in the hotel, park my vehicle about a mile away on like a well-lit place, and then I slip in where I've chosen. I carry a pen light and I hold it real low to the ground. Believe it or not, in a dark building, you can see someone up there with a flashlight very easy from 3 miles away driving down the expressway doing 70 miles an hour. I hold it low and it lights up the floor. The biggest risk is stepping through a hole in the floor. Oh, okay, Larry. Yeah, I go at night, yeah. Sure do. Night's so much more beautiful. If you look at that Southwest Hospital, I thought that'd never be open again, but it is. No, you're exactly right, Benny. You know when you're plugging in heroin addiction and crack. Hey, Sherry. Heroin addiction and crack. All bets are off with serotonin. That's exactly right. That's the thing about it. It's like a lot of people had mental illness before they got into this addiction. So they go to rehab, they get out, even if they had a place to go. They still got other issues to deal with. It's just not drugs and rehab. It's a complicated scenario. Hey, Sherry, I forgot to email you on your phone. I think I'll keep this one I have, but I appreciate the offer. Next time I'm going to go down to Detroit tomorrow. I'll catch you on the way back in Ann Arbor. I don't want to go to that pizza place though because we got a good pizza place here. I'd rather go somewhere else, someplace good. Yeah, something good. Which I don't know where that would be. You know anybody that's got any good Greek food there now that Parthenon's closed? Do you do you like? Yeah, Izzy's. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll go to Izzy's. Do you like Old Jerusalem or do you like that kind of food? Yeah, that'd be good too. At least Izzy's though you can park without too much bullshit. Yeah, I don't like sourdough. No, we got a really good pizza place opened up in the next town, like California Pizza Kitchen. Tweety, you gotta have a California Pizza Kitchen out there, don't you? Hey, Sherry, that's another thing too. California Pizza Kitchen at Briarwood. Yeah, it is expensive. It's good food though. Yeah, it's really good. Hey Jeff, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna pick it up, Sherry. I got more money and I know what to do with now that I'm on YouTube. Getting rich. Hey Tweety, what do you use to stitch together your? Do you do time lapse or are you only doing video? Yeah, that's right. What do you use to stitch together the images? What software are you using? Oh, okay. Big baller, man. You gotta love the ball, so they know how to market themselves. Oh, Final Cut Pro X. Okay. That's what I probably should have got as an editing program, and I just never felt like trying to learn how to use it. Hey Eric, how you doing? How's it going? I use Power Director. What kind of sucks? I think I'm gonna get a new desktop, and I don't want to load a new version of Power Director on the one I have now, so I'm kind of waiting for that. I just have it on my laptop. Yeah, you're right, Benny. Get what you pay for. It's about it, isn't it? Yeah, what sucks about Power Director, I mean, it's not that big of an issue, but it saves it all in this Power Director format, and which means that you gotta play it and edit it in Power Director. Now, luckily, you can upload Power Director to YouTube, which is the only thing I use it for. But what sucks is unless you're a member of Power Director, I'm never going to be able to burn something that I have onto a SD card and give it to you, unless you have Power Director as well. So that proprietary bullshit sucks. I mean, I got for what I do, I got away with Windows Movie Maker for a long time. Then they quit supporting it and didn't have it for Windows 10, but I would have never got Power Director. I absolutely hated every single minute of learning an editing program. I mean, it is so unbelievably boring. I gotta just force myself to sit down. Yeah, you're right, Benny. If I got into more legitimate stuff, I would. You're exactly right, though. Yeah. Yep, Daisy's sleeping on the dash. You can't see her very well. I'm about ready to turn, on the way down to Detroit, I'll turn 349,000 miles. Yeah, but Tweety, let me tell you, that subscriber stuff is bullshit. I mean, I struggled along for years with 100 subscribers, and then I got 1,000, and then I had videos sit around for 2 years, and then YouTube's algorithm army got a hold of one, and it's been that's what happened really. It's not any great content or super editing, or there's way better channels out there than mine that don't do shit. It's just because they haven't gotten lucky. It's like anything, you know. It's like a scratch off. I got lucky with YouTube, and wasn't through any great content. And it kind of adds like a bullshit credibility to you. People think they see you have 74,000 subscribers. They think, wow, this guy's really doing this great shit. But it's not true. It's all luck. Once you get onto that bandwagon, you're home free. You can have videos about making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yeah, and there's a casual relationship between subscribers and views. I mean, it's safe to assume that somebody with a lot of subscribers probably has a lot of views, but it doesn't always work that way. I mean, in the real world, you'd rather have views, not subscribers. I don't know how the average Joe is ever going to get to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, mine was just pure luck. You know, when I started, you know, I remember actually as late as recent as a year ago, you know, I wasn't getting any money anyway. So I just started putting kick-ass songs that you'd hear on the radio to my videos. Because I thought, as long as I'm not going to get any money, I might as well have a kick-ass soundtrack to it. You look at a year ago, I mean, that's automatically demonetized. I didn't give a shit because it was all chump change anyway. One video that gained me 40,000 subs. I mean, how would you find that out? I think I maybe I did. Yeah, with Angel or Wendy, I could have. It wouldn't surprise me. I can tell you one thing, that 60, let's see, I would say 70,000 of my subs came from 2 or 3 videos. So you're probably right. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, they're really cracking down on that. As a matter of fact, that happened to me about a year ago. I got that email today from YouTube too. They said expect your subscriber count to drop for any purchase subscriptions or fake bots or fake channels. They're wiping out all the subscribers from fake channels. That never really hurt me too bad. I didn't really give a shit anyway because I'm not really into that stuff. But evidently there's people out there scamming ways for subscriptions. I'm not really sure what it entails, and YouTube is constantly wiping them out. I know when they went through there the last time, and I had like 65,000 subscribers, I think I lost like 20 subscribers or something. I didn't give a shit. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. If it shows up in the feed, you're home free. You know, I went through like a long period of like severe chronic depression. And there was a time where basically I just gave up on everything for about 7 months. I didn't answer a question. I didn't upload a video, nothing. And I kept getting new subscribers. Yeah, I don't know. You got to watch that though, because you don't know on Social Blade's platform what videos are tagged with not suitable for most advertisers. Now, when they get that down, now we're talking. But for some reason, you know, YouTube feels that interviews with working women are not suitable for most advertisers, and it's their shtick, man. I mean, it's their game, it's their platform. That's what they say. I just bow down and go along with it. I mean, I was just screwing around anyway. I mean, that's why, thank God, I haven't hoarded myself out for the ultimate subscriber count. Because they'll have you jumping through firing hoops, you know. Like this, subscribe to this. Oh my God. See, they are trying to get other people to pick up the tab, though. That's why they got Patreon and all this other bullshit. Because what the average Joe is figuring out is, you know, you're a light year away from making a living on YouTube. I mean, there are exceptions like PewDiePie and some other people not that big. But by and large, it's just a hobby. Honestly, with YouTube, I was tickled to death that they weren't charging me for taking up all that bandwidth with 6,000 videos. You know, if I got enough for a 6-pack of beer a month, that was fine with me. Yeah, I signed up for Patreon just because I thought, well, maybe people would want to like donate to the girls. But as it's turned out, it's worked out much better that they just send in an envelope and I videotape the transaction, send them some clothes, something like that. Hey, Jessica Lynn, how are you? Oh, no kidding. Everett Live. What is that, Kathy? Everett Live. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I'll tell you another thing that helped too. If you look at the Penny video, somebody put a link to that on Reddit. And that happened. That really got things going. Hey Marie, how you doing? How's your day going? Yeah, I tried Reddit for a while. I just didn't like it. I don't want to have anything to do with Instagram. I hate Facebook. I'm surprised I do YouTube, to tell you the truth. I was kind of look at it as just like a place to keep my own portfolio. Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. I mean, your life can be like totally consumed with social media if you let it. Oh, that's cool. No, I don't give a shit about subscribers. I mean, once I got like 1,000, before I got 1,000, you didn't need 1,000 to like upload your videos and stuff like that and do a chat. And I kind of got into the chats accidentally, basically to answer questions. But once, to a guy like me, once I'm over the 1,000, that's all I need. It's not like there's some big prize for every 1,000. Yeah, forget it, man. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yeah, I'm just not into it, man. Especially Facebook. God, I hate that so much. I remember when I was graduating from high school, they said that I was going to miss that day. Man, I tell you, it was 1974, and I'm just as glad I exited that building today as I was then. I don't want to be contacting people in high school. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it'd be cool looking at that live stream. Yeah. That's why I think this war on drugs and all this stuff's just a big bunch of bullshit. Even an amateur can get everything he needs to document what goes on in an area during a specific part of time. Are you trying to tell me police departments couldn't have time lapse? They don't give a shit. It's like the bare minimum: traffic stops and murder investigations. Yeah, there's some guy that was screwing like a lot of prostitutes in Detroit and putting it up on one of those porn sites. And he quit doing it because he was afraid they were going to nail him with sex trafficking. I mean, that shows you the desperation of drug addicted women. They're allowing someone to videotape them having sex for $10 that they know is going to be uploaded. I never tweeted. I don't even know how to do it. Thank God. I hope it stays that way. Yeah, I think I see a lot. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that bullshit. Tweety, that wasn't on a cruise ship, was it? Yeah, it is sad. I agree. I mean, it shows you how the world has changed so much. I mean, you know, if somebody look at the Paris Hilton sex video, all the attention that got, and now it's almost like sex videos enhance somebody's career. It doesn't ruin it. I mean, there's people that'll have sex on camera, no problem, for like hardly anything. 30 years ago, you could have offered someone 25 grand. They'd have told you it wasn't worth ruining their life over. Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, I know the prosecutor up where I live, and you wouldn't believe the nude pictures these young girls are sending in the 8th and 9th grade. They're constantly busting adults for getting them and sharing them. You know, if you share a nude picture and stuff like that as someone underaged, you're in deep shit. Up here, probably 20% of the prosecutions are sex crimes, like with these perverts, criminal sexual conduct, school teachers. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, people don't care. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad that some. I mean, who gives a shit about nude pictures of guys, right? I mean, who gives a shit? I'm talking about nude pictures of women. I'm kind of glad in the sense that a nude picture of a woman doesn't ruin her life now like it used to. So in that sense, it's good. You guys need to get an Astrovan. Plus, I can pull 7,500 pounds. A lot of room. I still go online and look for an Astrovan that maybe somebody had that didn't drive much. I'm going to at least drive this one to 500,000. Yeah, vans are cool. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Excuse me, pink kitty. A lot better. No, not really. No, I hardly have any rust on it. Oh, okay, Tweety. If you look on the inside of the like door panels and the bottom, there's rust. I mean, I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna ride it. I don't really care. And I don't have rust down where the fender meets the door at the bottom. That was kind of a bad design. If you ever bump something with the bumper, it's easy to have that area start to corrode, but I don't give a shit. Oh, thank you, Ethan. No, I never remember that song. No. I got the original U-joints. I just put a water pump in it this summer. I think I'm on my third starter. Second fuel pump, original radiator, original U-joints, original transmission. Of course, I put brakes on it about 5 or 8 times. That's about it. Today I'm just hanging around here. See, it's raining like hell right now. Can tell it's cool out. Daisy's still sleeping on the dash. I mentioned this before. People always, being allergic to pets. It's not the hair, it's the dander. And you're always thinking you got a dog. Where's the damn dander? Well, because I allow Daisy to sleep on the dash. And Daisy, she's short haired. I keep her hair short. But I'll tell you, you notice with Daisy, if I clean that window on the inside, uh, in a day or two, you'll see this white. It's way finer than like talcum powder or baby powder. And it's that dander they talk about. And you're wondering how you sneeze to it. And, where the hell is this stuff? Is it flying around in the air? Well, yeah, it's around, but it's so damn fine you can see it. But I've learned through Daisy sleeping on the dash that dander is alive and well if you own a pet. So if you're allergic to it, don't think it's just something between the ears. It's real. And it's amazing how much she puts out in a day. If I clean that window and she's up there for another day, it looks like you took a powder puff and puffed it on the inside of the windshield. And that's just on the window where I see it. So she's getting it all over the damn place. Okay, yeah, you stay safe too. Thank you. But it's just funny how I realize that it's real by her doing that. I mean, it makes like baby powder look like coarse. Yeah, you're right, Larry. Yep. All right, Ethan. Take care. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I learned that through my own videos. Can you imagine being on a cold, damp day like today? Heroin, you haven't had a fix, and you need it, and you're out walking down the damn street, cold, hungry, tired, no place to live, getting in a car with a stranger, having sex for $10, all day, all night long, with no hope in sight. Oh, yeah, and it is brutal, Larry. I mean, it's worse than brutal. It's just like the shittiest wife possible. You go into McDonald's to get a hot chocolate and they tell you to get the hell out of here. You go into CVS to get something because you've had a cold that's been lingering around for a month because you don't get sleep and don't get any nutrition, and they follow you around like a hawk. It's just a shit life. And like I've told you before, a lot of these women get beat up. And you go back and do it again. And God knows what, sexually transmitted disease, hepatitis is rampant, A, B, and C all over, and now D. No, Tweety, I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you, there's no shortage of customers. And if you get out there in the morning, you'll see a majority of the customers, and this is with all the girls, not just the cute ones, are guys in ties and suits. It's not the plumber and the electrician. It's the businessman. It is heartbreaking, yeah. I have seen girls down there before have all sorts of open sores on their face, on their lips. And I've seen nice looking older guys in new cars with suits on pick them up and then drop them off a half hour later. I shit you not. It's an endless stream of clientele. Yeah, Jessica, I agree. No, I've tried interviewing Johns. No, most of them are married with families. I mean, and I base this on what the girls have told me. It is, Eric. Good feeling not to be on a truck. Yeah, it's anyone. It's not everybody. Truck drivers get a bad rap because movies and books are always making it look like there's lot lizards and banging on the doors, and that does happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are more businessmen than truck drivers paying for sex. Oh, do you, Jessica? How long have you known Maddie? No, Mira, I believe that. Sex drive. Yeah, I mean, you look at the trouble people get in over sex drives. Yeah, I think she was right. Oh, okay. What's your take on Maddie with regard to turning things around, just from what you observe? No, I haven't been down there in a week, but I know a guy that talked to her last week. Hey Tweety, did you do any 4K on your GoPro, or did you just stick to 1080p? Maddie's from out near Belleville. Now, Jessica, could you get down there and talk to Maddie? Do you ever do that? Oh, do you really, Tweety? Why do you do that if most people don't even have a 4K monitor? That's not true, Jessica. She was seen last week. Jim Jerneal on here, he talked to her last week. I think it was Wednesday. That's bullshit. These lying old bags on the internet are making up stories about her being missing. It's not true. You know where she lives, don't you, Jessica? Do you know where Maddie lives down there? If you don't, email me and I'll tell you. Yeah, but HD's still 1080p. Oh, okay. Yeah, she should have been there or around there at the truck stop. He after he talked to her a couple days later, which would have been like Thursday or Friday, he saw her over at the truck stop. You talking about the house with the burned out front? Go over to Poncho's and see if Marguerite's around. She'll know where she's at. Yeah, Monica got hit by a car and killed back in May. Yeah, it's these seagulls flying around. Oh, the police put her out of the house? I mean, that's possible, but I'd be surprised. She's been there forever. I don't know why they do that. Go over to the Shell truck stop, and then go over to Poncho's. And one of those two places, you ought to get some information on her. Yeah, it was like that before. I'm going to be down there tomorrow, so if you email me, I'll give you my phone number and I'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, abandoned, burned out house. Yep. Yeah, Jessica, my email's Tom Tom Reed REED 1956 @gmail.com. Yeah, I got mail from Maddie. I do. I have a bunch of stuff. Yep. Well, hopefully new video tomorrow. You know, you never know what you're going to get down there with running into people. I'm going to try. I'm going to stay till I get, some good interviews. I got a lot of mail to hand out and clothes. I'd be down there now, but it was supposed to rain all day, and I didn't want to. I'm dead in the water down there with it raining. I think Maddie's like 27. Yeah, thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not bad down there at all. I can take care of myself. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jessica, email me and I'll email you my phone number. Hey Jessica, you still there? You hear me okay, Jessica? If you, let's say you were on the service drive and you were going towards downtown, which seems like north, but it's really not. It's actually east. But if you were going past the Campbell building, you went past the house. If you turn right on that first street right there, there's a road that goes, it cuts up near the Chase Bank. If you, those buildings on the right, somebody's redoing those apartments, and there were guys in there. I know that they were offering Gerald money to work with them, so that's one place. And if you look directly across the street, there's an older Spanish guy in that kind of ornate gated community where they gated, not community, gated yard where there's a porch where people could sit out. Maddie and Gerald know that guy, and he may know something as well. So between the buildings, the truck stop, that guy, and Poncho's, you should be able to figure out what's going on. And I'll get a hold of Jim, and he has a lot of contacts down there, and he's down there a lot. I'll find out from him. Amanda's doing fine, as far as I know. I think she's doing fine. Yeah, that's Kelly. Yep. She spells it Kellie. I've got to change that on her video. Yeah, they don't want to help. It's too far out of their... Yeah, that's the house, Jessica. Yep. Probably not, Ren. I doubt it. Yeah, Tweety, yep. Tweety, they used to have a ton of prostitution, and they made a lot of porn in Seattle. Is it still like that? Yeah, I don't know, Ren. We're trying to figure that out. Yeah, it's not that great of a day. Well, you'll know in a day or two. Yeah, it's a dead area, Jessica. Oh, okay, Graham. Yeah, I'll do that. Yep. Okay, Graham, do you have my email address? Yeah, rainy and cold up here too. Yeah, I'll do that, okay, Graham, yeah. I'll print it out and take it to her. Oh, okay, good. Jessica, where do you live? Where are you from? Or where do you live now? Hey June, how you doing? Hey Sherry, how you doing? 56. Oh, you're in Belleville. Is you're not the? That's not. I didn't talk to you before, and you have your husband. He was going to contact me. Hey Kate, how you doing? How's it going? Oh, okay. Yeah, I procrastinate too. I get worse as I get older. Pretty good, Kate. How you been doing? How's that shoulder? Did you get that Penetrex? Oh, thanks, Oki. Appreciate it. I was in here yesterday getting a coffee, and a guy got off the expressway, and he comes in here. He said, "Are you Tom Reed, the guy on YouTube?" It's like, "Yeah." He said, "I saw the van and Daisy sleeping on the dash. I wanted to come in and say hello." Kate, did you try that yet? Yeah, I do too, Ethan. Yeah. Did it work, Kate? Did it work for you? You know, you got to keep putting it on. You just can't put it on once and it feels better and you quit. Just keep using it. Yeah, it seriously helps. Isn't that weird? Yeah, John, did you try yours yet? It's so crazy that stuff works. Yeah, you're welcome. It's crazy. I told you, I got a buddy of mine, it's a doctor. He tells patients about it all the time. He gets stellar reviews on it. So crazy that some cream like that. We don't know, Ren. Checking into it. Isn't that crazy, Kate? How that all this other bullshit you can get through prescription and Penetrex works. Yeah, Tita, I'll buy some firewood. Yep. Yeah, glad you brought that up because I got to get some of those Duralogs. Yeah, I don't pay any attention to him, Gina. Oh, thanks, June. Appreciate it. Hey, Katie, you keep putting that stuff on? Yeah, it's true. Not the guy I know. He's a DO. Yeah, I'm glad that's working for you. What's weird about that Penetrex is you really never get a deal on it anywhere. They do sell it in a bigger thing, but I've looked on eBay, Amazon, everywhere. Yeah, you better, Gina. They'll stalk you if you say something negative. They're crazy. Yeah, John, it works. Oh, Kate, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think it's funny. I don't need to like put much on because it's so like fine. Like it absorbs really well. And it doesn't stink with that menthol smell very much. Yeah, sure will. I'll be down there tomorrow, Brian. Yep. Yeah, L.A. Mary. Yep, works. Yeah, definitely works for sure. Yeah, $10 an ounce. That's right. It seems like ridiculously expensive. If I hadn't just, icy hot, biofreeze, all that stuff's a bunch of bullshit, Bengay. But this Penetrex actually works. Worth every damn dime. It is. They just passed that law a couple months ago, Tweety. Yeah, isn't that something, Kate? It really does work. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. I got a couple cans of it I carry with me. I even put it on Daisy's leg for a sore muscle. Daisy's got a very long torso, super long. And there's been 2 times I had to take her to a vet because I went down the wrong trail and got lost, and she ended up walking too far. Now that I know that, I'll pick her up. It doesn't happen very often, but I put it on Daisy's sore muscles. It worked. Didn't get any. You don't get a better honest opinion and on a dog's leg, and she quit limping. Yeah, your doctor doesn't know anything about it. That's why, because it's considered that holistic type, off the counter. It's not. There's no medical science to vouch for its ability to work. It's not a legit prescription. Most of that stuff's bullshit anyway. I mean, but that Penetrex, I swear by it 100%. Everybody, I haven't had one person that I've told about it that doesn't love it. You can tell you can tell they think it's good because they don't bat an eye at spending $18.50 for a can of it. Hey Darter, how you doing? Yeah, I think it'll work on a horse. Yeah, put it on a horse. I bet it'll work. I'm not kidding you. No, never tried marijuana. Nope. Hey Jim, there's Jessica's on here and she's looking for Maddie. They were down there today looking for her. You got any updated info? Are you going to be down there soon? Yeah, Jim, I need to get some updated info on Maddie. Her friend's looking for her. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, get a hold of me if you see her, because she's got a friend of hers, Jessica, looking for her. They're down there now looking for her. Evidently, Jessica thinks that the cops kicked her out of that vacant house, which I would be surprised, but it's possible. Yeah, you're like I am, Kate. I'm the same way when I find something good. Yeah, I'm really curious if you put it on that horse muscle. I bet you it works. I give 4-to-1 odds it works. There's nothing worse than chronic pain. It sucks. Daisy was limping around. I put the Penetrex on her little leg. 10 minutes later, running around chasing her squeaky. Yeah, the only break that I found on Penetrex is if you order it from them directly, what they'll do is they'll send you coupons for 10% off, but it's not like any great savings. You're never gonna like find it half off or 2 for 1, so it doesn't really matter where you buy it. Oh, okay, Jim. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. Sweetheart. Hey, Jessica, you still on here? Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Tweety, I think an Alaska cruise would be the best this time of year. I'd like to go up there this time of year, actually. I think it'd be great. I just don't think there'd be much of a demand. Hey Jessica, Jim is on here right now. J.R. Neal, his name comes up in blue. He's a moderator. He's thinking of going down there in a little while, and he knows everybody down there. He'll figure out what's happening. Hey Tammy, how you doing? No, yeah, I'll do interviews all winter long. Yeah, they hang in there, believe it or not, somehow, some way. Hey Jake, how's it going? Yeah, ice, wet, rain, and snow, yep. You're too far west to get any of the good stuff. You need to get over to Montana. Yeah, I'm gonna swap, I'm gonna give Jessica my phone number, Jim, and you already have it, so text me or something, and I'll have a better way to get a hold of Jessica if you find her tonight. All right, Jake, that's all right. You're still on the right side of the grass. Yeah, thanks, Jessica. Jim's going to go down there in a little while, so we'll figure out what's going on. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Hey, Jim, when I come down there, we'll go out to eat again. Try someplace new. We'll go to that Mi Pueblo. Oh, that's cool, Tweety. I didn't realize you got snow there like that. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, really, Mara? Huh. Oh, it's great, Brian. As long as you don't have to get somewhere in a time frame. It's really like it. It's beautiful. Yeah, no, that's what gets those cities when they get killed like that. I'll tell you where's a great